From Church Militant Studios, this is the Church Militant Evening News.
Hello, and thank you for joining us this Friday, February 3rd. I am Hunter Bradford, along with James Feedwa, here with Catholic News and Context on this first Friday of the month. Tonight, one Indian prelate is trying to stir a crowd to get him back into the church. Also in India, Catholics are rightfully outraged over a Muslim burning a Bible. And in the UK, even silent prayer near abortion mills may be banned nationwide. Leading us off tonight, the suspended Bishop of Mysore, K.A. William, is funding a massive protest to intimidate the Vatican into reinstating him. William is spending over 10 million rupees, that's 122,000 US dollars, for a mob of 100,000 agitators who will march from St. Philomena's Cathedral to the new bishop's house on Sunday. The prelate is accused of cohabiting with 5 mistresses and fathering at least 2 children. William is also being investigated for kidnapping, embezzlement, sodomy, and the murder of 4 priests. Last month, the Vatican's Dicastery for Evangelization ordered Bishop William to take a, quote, period of absence. Bernard Morris, Archbishop Emeritus of Bangalore, was appointed as Apostolic Administrator in William's place. A press release issued by the Mysore Diocesan Laity Voice said that an envelope would be given to each participant with Bishop Williams' photo and special blessings in the form of a generous cash gift.
And here with more on this insane story is our Rome correspondent, Dr. Jules Gomez, who broke the story. Jules, great to see you. So is anybody objecting to this protest?
Good evening, James. Yes, Justice Michael Francis Saldanha, who was once named as one of the world's 10 best judges, has written to the police commissioner of Mysore, Ramesh Babu, and he's quoted section 144 of the Indian Criminal Procedure Code, which says that the police, he's reminding the police that they have the ability to stop this protest in case there's a danger of it turning violent. And in the press release, quite blatantly, there are threats of violence, albeit veiled threats. And so there's a real danger of, clashes breaking out, Justice Saldanha has said. And so he is one person who has the courage to object to this farcical development.
I find it incredible that these people going to this rally support him so loyally or so savagely almost if they're threatening violence. But how do the organizers of this rally support Bishop Williams' promiscuous lifestyle?
Well, they actually say, our viewers are not going to believe this, that because Pope Francis is so permissive, he has given a special dispensation, I'm quoting the press release, for Bishop William to be married to his mistress, Sunitha, at a private ceremony in Italy. Now, Sunitha, of course, is one of his mistresses, and he's had a son by her. And the organizers are saying that we should not be using terms like mistress or, concubine or such language, because Bishop William is a holy man, and he's, after all, taking very good care of his family and bringing up his son and daughter. We didn't know there was a daughter in a very, in a very decent manner.
Wow. Jules, I'm interested to hear what happens at this rally. Again, I hope no one's hurt. I hope there's no violence or anything like that. But just, wow, a bishop rallying 100,000 people to try and intimidate the Vatican. That's just insane. Jules, great reporting on this, and thank you for coming on and talking with us about it.
Thank you, James.
God bless.
Thank you, gentlemen. And sticking with India, Catholics are calling for swift action after video of a Muslim burning the Bible went viral. On January 31st, a man in Kerala named Muhammad poured oil and lit on fire the word of the one true God. He was arrested that same day. It was discovered that he burned the Bible because a copy of the Quran was burned in Sweden roughly 2 weeks ago outside the Turkish embassy in Stockholm. A local priest told UCA News on Wednesday this is a very heinous act. It is a deliberate attempt to create communal discord, and he should be punished.
And one of the Vatican's highest synod officials remains upbeat about the worldwide Synod of Synodality. Sister Natalie Beckert gave a talk in Melbourne yesterday on Tuesday.
And we have understood, as Pope Francis is stating here, that synodality is the way of being the Church today according to the will of God, in a dynamic of discerning and listening together to the voice of the Holy Spirit.
But Beckert also made it seem like the synod's own organizers don't even know where the synod is headed.
If we are really open to listen to the Holy Spirit and to discern the call of the Holy Spirit and the way of the Holy Spirit, you don't know before when it will take you. And that's not easy, because that calls you to, in a way, to let go and to be open to the surprise of the Holy Spirit.
The Vatican is backing off a controversial globalist agenda after it was caught promoting leftist policies through the upcoming World Youth Day. A letter posted to the World Youth Day website reiterated a commitment to so-called sustainability, citing Pope Francis's eco-encyclical Laudato Si and the United Nations 2030 Agenda. The 2030 Agenda promotes population control in the name of climate change, pushing contraception and abortion. The Vatican and World Youth Day organizers later removed the 2030 Agenda logo and amended the language to note that the 2030 Agenda must be interpreted in accord with Catholic teaching.
An Italian bishop is defending the church's pro-life teaching following another bishop's erroneous claims. The Second Vatican Council's last surviving bishop, Bishop Luigi Bettozzi, several months ago in Rocca magazine argued abortion during early pregnancy isn't a sin and isn't murder. The 99-year-old prelate even claimed the unborn aren't human until the 4th or 5th month. Assisi's Bishop Domenico Sorrentino hit back at a response piece in the same historic Catholic publication. In an article printed last week, Sorrentino pronounced, "From conception, one is dealing with a quite individuated human being with his own genetic makeup that characterizes him throughout his life."
In the UK, Parliament's upper house is backing abortuary buffer zones and criminalizing prayer. On Monday, the House of Lords voted in support of a nationwide ban on prayer, counseling, and protest outside abortion mills. Ahead of the vote, Lord Peter Weir warned the ban would make the expression of opinion a crime.
But surely at the heart of any democracy, at the heart of the concept of freedom of speech, the value of democracy is in a peaceful way of people trying to persuade others to their point of view. It should be a battle of ideas.
Should be. In December, police arrested the head of UK's March for Life, Isabel von Spruce, for silently praying outside an abortuary.
And over in Jerusalem, another case of vandalism against Catholic statues, but this one is a little different. Yesterday on the Feast of the Presentation of the Lord, a vandal was detained at the Church of the Flagellation for throwing a statue of Jesus on the ground after he shouted, "You can't have idols in Jerusalem. This is the holy city."
Call the police! It goes against the second commandment. You're not allowed to have idols. You can't worship statues like this.
Weirdly, the man who broke the statue is an American tourist who was visiting Jerusalem. Weird. But when we come back, this state could soon punish school staff after middle schoolers went to a drag show. And this university recruits professors who bring wokeness into everything. Stay tuned, all that and more up next. Thank you for watching the first half of Church Militant Evening News.
If you would like to watch the rest of today's episode, please click the link in the description, and we'll see you at churchmilitant.com. God love you.